Hello everyone, it is I, Mason, from I Am Amazing Mason. That got really close. Oh, okay. So I've been posting a couple videos of the Slade costume, and people have been asking me, hey Mason, how do you do this with the Slade costume? How do you do that with the Slade costume? So let me show you how to do that with the Slade costume. Alright, so, where do we start? Not with that bit. Don't worry about that bit. Okay, don't worry about that. Just stop. Stuff needs to stop falling over. Okay, so let's start with the basic stuff. Underclothes. Whenever doing a costume with armor or something over top of it, you want to have underclothes. For me, I just wanted underclothes that kind of matched the feel, the roughness, and the militarized status of this character, the mercenary bit. So I use my favorite black Echo jacket as the torso base. Change on the floor. I use these pair of trip pants for the legs. They are pants. These are in form of jeans right now, but they have leg extensions. That actually plays into the costume with the next part that I'm going to show you. So you would basically put those on first. When doing that, I put the trip pants as shorts on first. I make sure the leg bits are zipped off. This makes putting on other parts of the costume a hell of a lot easier, trust me. What I do is I put this belt that I made out of an old oversized belt and these Craftsman cell phone holders. I spray painted the whole thing. Side note, these little Craftsman holder bastards are expensive. They were like $6 each, and yeah, I bought 6 of them. So 6 times 60 was 36 plus tax. It was like $40 to buy all these little bastards. But you would put the short bits on first, slide this on top, because putting this on with the whole set of trip pants is a major pain. But you put this on, and what you would do is you would slide the bottom of the jacket in between the belt and the trip pants. Okay? Cool. After this, I usually put the leg bits for the trip pants on, and after that, I start to put on the knee guards. There's a way that the knee guards go on, and it's so that there's this bump at the top. I found that's how they work. You put it so that the bump is at the top, right? Cool, sweet. And so once I put the leg extension on, I put this on, and I pull it so that where the zipper that combines the leg bit and the jean shorts, trip pants together, sits over top of this, on the very top. It's way more comfortable, because if you have the zipper bit on the inside of this and you bend your knee, you're gonna jack up and leave scar marks all over your knees, and that's not comfortable. So I put this on, zip it up, grab the extra extended leg bit, a little bit of fabric, kind of fold it over to make it as thin as possible. Then I put a shin guard over top of it, to give it this kind of streamlined one big boot bit. Then I actually put boots on. Yeah, ooh, boots. These are just cheap boots from Salvation Army. A lot of this stuff is just cheap Salvation Army or Savers or Goodwill stuff, because those, as a cosplayer, are your best friends for making a cheap and still relatively good-looking costume. Let's see. This is an elbow guard. Luckily, when I built the torso for this out of foam and spray painted it with black and orange Krylon paint, that answers the paint question, that answers what the hell it's made out of. It's made out of foam. Foam mats, or to be correct. The ones you would put workout materials on top of. You buy them at Lowe's in a 4-pack for $25, and they are ridiculously big. That's cheap, and you can make probably 2 sets of armor like this. I remember making this. It took me a long time to do. It took me about 6 hours to make this. And it, trial and error and stuff, and I only used like 1.5 things, or like 2 things of the cardboard, and there were another 2 more to use. Anyway, so it's spray painted and all this good jazz. And I put these built-in shoulder pads so that after the shoulder pads go on, over, that bit goes on top over the jacket. Put the elbow pads on, and you would put on this gauntlet. Same thing, gauntlets just made out of foam. This Slade costume before was a Batman costume, and it was gray, just completely gray, and the belt was gold. That was really the only thing with color, was the belt. And I just went, you know what, I'm just gonna make a Slade costume out of this, and I did my trials, and I did blah, 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 whatever, made it into a Slade costume. What else? Oh, head sock. This is very important. The way this works, and I'll give you a demonstration. If you go diving, you know how this works. Slide it on over your head like this, and you just, to the chin, over the top of your head. This sits with the collar of the jacket over top of it, like that. Collar of the jacket. This would, yeah, so it would be all tucked in like this. But, yeah. And basically, what this is for is to give your head a streamlined look. You don't have to use it, but with this original Slade mask I made, very simple, just an old Iron Man mask, epoxied over the mouth hole to give it a streamlined look, epoxied over some other bits like the forehead, which had this big gap, and this eyeball, because Slade is blind in this eye, and no, the webcam is the thing that is flipping it, and I did not get the colors wrong. But yeah, so painted all that good jazz. This is a reflective sunglasses lens. These are zip ties. I had drilled holes, ran the zip ties through. This was a good mask to begin with. I didn't leave any room for breathing though, so this eye bit fogs up way too much. My second mask I just made a couple days ago. Fantastic, beautiful, 100 times better than this. Looks way nicer, and it's skinnier. It's from one of the Iron Man 3 masks. I'll show it to you. But yeah, so with the head sock, you put this on. This is made from extra foam. And you just slide this down. But this one is the Iron Man. That Iron Man mask is just, it's a little bit fat. It's not streamlined enough. So what I did was I made this bad boy. Bad boy is beautiful. Look at it. Boom. This is a piece of a trash can that I had, like one of those metal trash cans. It's just like, looks like mesh or whatever. I cut 2 sections of that out and put one in each eye. This one is actually spray painted black, but it's only showing the silver. This was spray painted white, like a satin white. Both of these were spray painted gold. I drilled the holes in here, left them, so I have, so this doesn't fog up. This doesn't fog up because there is actually spacing. This is a sunglasses lens I put over top to give the blinded eye effect. And then I just drew these little lines with Sharpie to keep the skeletal look that that one had going. I also spray painted the straps because, I mean, this with the head sock, 100 times better. Just so much better. And it looks nicer, and it looks a lot like the versions of Slade that have been coming out. I did epoxy a little bit over here, and I epoxied over the mouth, and I actually took time to sand it because I hate sanding things, because sanding things sucks. Last bit, gloves. I'm using these gloves now because they match the trip pants better. These are just a pair of like $3 gloves from Savers, or not Savers, Price Busters. I got these for free. Quite a bit of stuff I got in here for free, just or stuff that I already had. But that is a glove. They match the trip pants way more, way better. They look like they'd hurt if you got punched in the face with them because they've got these little bulbous, dull spike bits. I used to use these. These are just a pair of gardening gloves, fingerless gardening gloves, and I use these for everything. I use these for Batman, for Riddler, for whatever character needed gloves. This is what they were used. But those ones match way nicer, so those are going to be just special gloves for this costume, and any other costume that is similar with the buckly bits and whatnot. But yeah, so I think that's it. I think that's everything. So I hope that helped. Go out and make one of your own, and have a nice day. All right, see ya.